Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. How are you? How is your Ramzan is going? May Allah bless us all this Ramzan with His forgiveness, mercy, and peace, and bring us closer to Him. Ameen. Hope you watched the previous video in which we discussed three agricultural products of Muslim world. And students, have you completed your homework? I will just revise the main points of agricultural products related to the previous video. We studied that agriculture is the main occupation of majority of people living in the Muslim world, and agriculture is the backbone of the economy of Muslim world. We also discuss in detail about wool, cotton and sugar. Wool is earliest textile and comes from sheep, goats and animals. Wool is used in making carpets and other garments. Cotton is one of the world's leading agricultural crops. It can be used in cloths, towels and sails. Sugar is obtained from the juice of the sugarcane, and sugarcane is a kind of a tall, strong grass. And Pakistan produces 3.5% of the world's sugar. After the revision of previous section, now we will come to the other agricultural products. Fourth point is rubber. Rubber is mainly used to make tires, belts, machinery in factories and mines, in shoes, and as insulator in electrical equipment. And students, as you know, insulator is a kind of material through which electricity cannot be passed. These all are uses of rubber. Now come to types of rubber. There is two main types of rubber. First is natural rubber. Here is a picture of natural rubber. Students, how natural rubber is obtained? As you can see, here is the picture of a tree. Natural rubber is obtained from the sap of a number of trees, and this sap is a kind of white milky liquid which comes from rubber tree. As you can see, here is the picture of rubber tree, and there is a liquid which is thick. This white and milky liquid is used to make rubber. And these rubber trees grow in tropical forest. Here is a question. Students, which countries have tropical forest? Yes, you have studied about this in the previous chapter. Central Asia, Africa, Malaysia and Indonesia are rubber producing countries because these countries have tropical forest and the rubber is the product of tropical forest countries. Students, do you know the rubber tree was originally found only in the Amazon rainforest. But in the 19th century, some British scientists smuggled out some seeds and plants and grew them in Southeast Asia. Now you got all the point about rubber and about natural rubber. Okay, Now come to artificial or synthetic rubber. Artificial or synthetic rubber made from chemicals, and it is also used in making tires and other products. But natural rubber is usually considered better for most purposes than the synthetic or artificial variety of rubbers. Now come to the production in Muslim countries of the world. Muslim countries produce about 20% of all the world's rubber, and most of it is natural rubber is also produced in Myanmar, Sri Lanka, and some parts of India. Now, next point is tea. Here is the picture of tea plant. There is an old fact about tea. Tea is said to have been drunk in China from about 3000 BCE, and the emperor Shen Nung was said to have been sitting beneath a tea tree which in the wild grows up to the 30 meters. While his servants prepared a drink of hot water for him, and a leaf from the tree fell unnoticed in the cup, and the emperor so liked the drink. Tea, originally a bush from China, and is now grown widely in Southeast Asia and Africa. It grows best on mountain slopes with plenty of rainfall, but it must have a well drained soil. It can also grow out at sea level. The leaves of the tea bush are picked by experienced workers. And tea picking is a labor intensive process. The leaves having to be picked every 7 to 14 days. And the seeds from the tea bush are crushed to get an oil which can be used for cooking and sometimes as a cosmetic to make hair shine and stick together. Next point is tea production in Muslim countries of the world. About 15% of the world's tea output is from Muslim countries like Bangladesh, Indonesia, Iran, and Turkey. And consumption in Muslim countries, 18% of all the tea grown in world is consumed by Muslim countries. Understood? Hope you understand. Okay, there is next point which is also related to a hot drink, which is coffee. Coffee trees, shrubs grow best in the shade of the tall trees. Means to grow well, they need shade of a tall trees, and each one produces 0.5 to 1 kg of beans of coffee in a year. It is most valuable agricultural product, and it was discovered in the Somalia, Ethiopia. It was said to have been first used by men who had to observe long hours for prayer at night, as it kept them awake. So that's why we also use coffee to freshen up. Coffee is made by roasting the coffee seeds, which obtained from coffee shrubs or trees, and grinding them for brewing. And brewing means process of extracting the mixable material in roasted and ground coffee. It is also processed into instant coffee. Instant coffee means powder coffee which you use in your homes. And instant coffee does not need to be brewed. Friends, do you understand all the points? Hope you got it. In this video, we discuss three agricultural products of Muslim world about tea, coffee and rubber. In next video, we will discuss more agricultural products of Muslim world. Now, here is your homework. There is two questions. First question is find out what other products are made from natural rubber. In today's video, we discuss about rubber and its uses in detail. Products made from natural rubber other than the one mentioned in the book are gloves, toys, balloon, pencils, razors. You can write more products of rubbers on your neat copies. Question number 2 is a presentation. Prepare a presentation on the agricultural products of Pakistan and try to show as many actual samples as possible. Student, this is an activity. You can do this on chart. You will prepare presentation